What is going on? The moment we've all been waiting for, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, is finally here. And for you, if you don't know the importance of that in the e-commerce space, well, last year, I think people made like $15 billion just on Cyber Monday alone. And on average, companies make around 60% of their annual revenue in this time period. So it's super crucial for you to know how to take advantage of that. So on this video, I want to unpack the best strategies, the best tactics for you to do that. And after doing all my research, I came up with 3 different phases that you need to put in place. So let's get started. Obviously, things have changed. We're in this weird post-iOS 13 situation where third-party cookies are basically dead and we can't track people the same way. And also in terms of the consumer behavior, we're in this weird post-pandemic situation where some people, want to go to the malls and do it in person because they couldn't do it last year. Some others are going to buy online. So knowing that things have changed, I wanted to go in there and research really what these top marketers and brands were doing to stay ahead of the curve. I actually even bought a program from, some of the top guys in the industry just to ensure that our clients are getting the best strategies and that you watching this video, you have the most up-to-date strategies so that you could crush it. And it really came down to 3 phases. And phase number 1, I call it the runner-up period. Now, I want to be honest, we're a little late for phase 1. This is something that should have been started back in October and we're now the beginning of November. So keep that in mind. But the first thing you need to do is you got to make sure your store is ready to go. Walmart, Best Buy, Target, all of these huge stores that are expecting, huge amount of people to flock in their doors, they change up their stores. They change the aisles, they make them bigger, they put inventory up front, they hire more cashiers so that the checkout process is a lot faster for people. You got to do the same thing on your store. And where that starts is on the speed load of your store. So go ahead and use something like page load speed, just Google that. The second thing is you want to check the functionality of your store, right? You want to do test orders on mobile. You want to do test orders on a computer to ensure that the checkout process is seamless. You don't have anything sticking out, no weird messaging or weird countdown timers or anything like that. The third thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have a clear banner on your store that shows what offer you're running. So if you're running a pre-Black Friday offer, make sure that that's just big, bold there on your store so that it's clear for people to navigate and know what it is that they're getting into when they go to your store. There's actually 2 things you want to do. You want to make sure that you tune up your product description. All right. So make sure that you are rewriting your product description if they sound like a Wikipedia page. When you go to rewrite it, just think about these 3 questions. What does my product add to my customers? Is this fun to read? And how is my product unique? The last thing you want to do is make sure you have your pop-up. I know we think it's annoying when we go to a website, but they work. So make sure you have a really cool offer on that pop-up, 10% off, 15% off for signing up for your pre-Black Friday list, something like that. Collect those emails and have an exit intent pop-up as well. So if somebody's scrolling to get out of your store, make sure that you hit them with a, hey, don't leave here, here's 10% off or an extra 5%. Whatever the case might be, anything you could do to collect those emails. The last part of this phase 1 is really on the traffic side of things. And that's why I said that we're a little late to it, but ideally you would have already sent a whole bunch of traffic to your store because you're gonna be mostly retargeting during this whole frenzy in November, which is phase number 2. And the goal here is for your brand to be top of mind in, the mind of your customers. You basically wanna have an in already, right? You wanna have your foot in the door, so that when they see your offer, you hit them with the offer, they recognize your brand, and it's easier for them to choose you over a competitor. And then we have phase number 2, which is the November frenzy. And that's essentially where we are right now. And there's a few key things that you want to have in place to ensure that you take advantage of it. And quick disclaimer, 60% of the sales happen from customers who are already engaged with your brand. So keep that in mind because most of our efforts here for you to cash in on Black Friday is not going to be on brand new customers that don't know anything about you. With that being said, the first thing you got to take care of is building a Black Friday VIP list. Essentially, the way you want to go about this is you want to go ahead and create a incentivized email that you're going to send out to your most engaged subscriber list. These are going to be people that open your newsletters, people that have purchased in the past. You want to go ahead and send them an email that says, hey, join our VIP Black Friday list to have access to our deals before the public. Another thing that you could do is if you have the budget for it, you can actually run lead form ads on Facebook to get people subscribed to that list. The goal here is just to get as many people as possible into that VIP list that say, yes, I'm excited for it, I'm looking for it, I want to buy. give me the discount. And the last part of this VIP list is don't forget to do a email sequence for those people, right? They subscribe to this list. You want to make sure you have a 3-step email sequence where on the first one, you're giving them, saying, hey, now you're on our list. Here's how to best take care of our opportunities. Here's a gift guide, whatever the case might be, just get them excited about it. Then do another email where you're sending customer reviews, right? To get them excited about the brand by just showing them why other people like you. And then the third email, make sure that you set clear expectations, right? If you want to get your order by XYZ, order by this date. Here's how to best take care of our deals. We have a tier discount. Whatever it is you're doing, just put that on that email so that they know what's going on and they, foresee how they're gonna take care of their holiday shopping needs with your brand. I hope you're taking notes because this is super, super, super important. One thing you wanna do and you wanna mark this date is you wanna launch a pre-Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. No later than November 19th. This year, this whole thing starts on November 26th. So at least 1 week before, you want to be running this already. And, believe it or not, there's brands that already started at the beginning of November with their Black Friday deals. It's not wrong. It seems like it's way too early for, people like you and me, but consumers are out there doing their buying gifts and all that stuff right now. So if you could just get in front of them with a good offer before the madness starts with everybody dumping money on ads, then you're going to go ahead and capitalize on that. In terms of offers, I would suggest doing bundles, right? So see what are frequently bought items with your store, bundle them up, give them a discount. This is really the time for you to do those crazy discounts, those crazy offers that you've thought about that, they definitely shouldn't make sense long-term wise. And that should be an indicator for you. Like a 10% off, 20% off, that's something that you could run all year long and it's not going to kill your margins. But a 40% off or 50% off free shipping, these are crazy offers that are going to attract people's attention. Those are the ones that you should be thinking about now. Another thing that you could do is creating tier-based discounts. So let's say you spend $100 and you save $20. You spend $150 and you save $30. So essentially, they buy more, they save more type thing. That just incentivizes people to spend more with your brand. The third aspect of phase 2 is the paid ad. First thing you want to do is have a clear naming convention on your ad so that it's easy for you to spot winners, winner creatives, winner audiences. During this time, you're going to be spending a lot of money, right? Your budgets are usually tripling during this time. In regards to the creatives, one of the quickest things that you could do and, lowest hanging fruit is for you to grab all of the best performing creatives for the past year and just slap in there a promo, graphic on top of that, right? So if you're doing a BOGO, if you're doing a 50% off or whatever, just grab your top performing creative and just put that in there. That usually works. For new creatives, what I would say is just make sure you keep it simple. This is not the time for you to get super creative with storytelling or anything like that. People are in this mindset where they just want to see the offer and go for the best offer, right? So make sure that that's straight on your face. Usually add creatives that are, still images or graphics that have the offer in them work pretty well. And if you're struggling to come up with ideas, just go to the Facebook ads library. There's a lot of people, like I mentioned earlier, that are already running these ads. You could go in there, get inspiration, and go ahead and implement it for your brand. Another thing you want to do with your ads is you want to launch those campaigns and turn them off. I know that sounds super weird. Essentially what you want to do, there's going to be campaigns that are going to have creative that are specific to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right? Not the pre-sale, the actual Black Friday, Cyber Monday. You want to create those campaigns right now, even though you're going to turn those things on, later on, so that they could be reviewed now. Because here's what's going to happen. During that time period, hella people are going to be spending money on ads and trying to review ads and all of that stuff. So the review process might take longer, which means, you're losing money by not advertising to people. And two, if you launch them now and you get some ads rejected, you still have time to work on them before people go crazy during that weekend. And that's it. Thanks for watching. That's where most people go wrong. They just do a big push leading up to Black Friday. They push it during Black Friday and they kind of chill till Christmas, but you're leaving a whole bunch of money on the table. People that know what they're doing quickly transition to phase 3, which is no money left on the table. The first thing you want to do is you want to extend the sale. Usually Black Friday, Cyber Monday ends on November 29th. You want to actually run that sale till December 6th, all right, the first week of December. Another thing that you want to do is you want to send an email a few days before the 6th, letting them know that the extension is ending. This is another push that you're going to give them, with scarcity so that they can finish their holiday shopping with you. Here's another quick little fact. And for healthy, profitable e-commerce brands, 45% of their revenue comes from repeat customers, which means that it's really important for us to keep our customers. During this time period, you're gonna see people buying from you that don't necessarily buy online, or they don't buy from you often. They're doing it kind of because they have to. They have to buy a gift or whatever the case might be. So what we want to do is we want to retain them as a customer. And one way to do that is by not ghosting them after that purchase. Most e-commerce stores have a, confirmation order email, and that's about it. If they're intermediate, they might have a welcome series. But during this time frame, think about what's happening. People are super antsy because they don't know if their product or gift is gonna get there on time. So that actually creates an opportunity for you and me to wow the customer. And here's how to do it. As opposed to just having the default delivery updates emails from Shopify, you wanna brand those emails and add more updates in between. I'm gonna show you a slide here and we're gonna walk through it so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about.
This brand, for example, has order confirmed, pre-transit, in transit, out of delivery, deliver, and they're all branded, keeping the customer engaged with what's going on, even if the order has been delayed.
Like I said, people are going to be looking out for these emails because they want to know where their product is at. So they're going to be very attentive of those emails. They're going to pay attention. They're going to want to read them. So it's a key opportunity for you to go ahead and cross-sell and make a little bit more money during that time frame. Lastly, on this phase, what you want to do is once the order arrives, you want to set up an email sequence that basically tells them how to use that product they just bought. So, maybe it's educating them on how to set it up, or maybe how to use it in different scenarios, whatever the case might be. But definitely use this opportunity to, further along that customer experience. And that's just going to help you create that brand loyalty. People are going to look up to you. They're going to want to consume your content. And it's also an opportunity for you to recommend product or upsell them to other products that could go well with what they just bought. All right, take a deep breath. I know that was a lot, but one thing I want you to notice, if you didn't already, is I've mentioned emails a lot. All right, so there's gonna be a lot of email sequence you have to set in place. But the reality is that email are the things that help brands crush it during this time. All right, so make sure that you pay attention to all of the email sequences and stuff that I talked about. But to make things simple, I'm gonna give you your little to-do list. The first thing you gotta do is build your Black Friday VIP list. Number 2 is you wanna make sure your store is ready to go. Make sure that the load speed is good, that the product descriptions are good, that it's clear what the offer is with a banner, all that other stuff. Number 3, you wanna make sure that you have your creatives in place. Start ads ASAP. Make sure that the offer is clear, and remember that the structure in terms of your budget is gonna be mostly on the retargeting side of things, because historically, people that engage with your brand in the past are going to be the ones that buy the most during this time. And number 4, make sure you build out your post-purchase experience so that you can retain the customers and these people could come back and buy from you for their Christmas shopping, for their New Year's shoppings, and from there on. Build that customer loyalty by taking care of them after they have given you money. So if you have any questions about everything that just went down, please let me know in the comment sections below. I'll try to answer everyone. And if you want, if you have a brand and you don't have the capabilities to focus on all of those things that we talked about today, we are doing something special, for the rest of Q4. If you want to work with us, just book a call using the link below. Happy holidays. I hope you all crush it, and I see you on the next video.